Hello, Calculus. Now we're going to start analyzing our data. And so you've got an Excel document open just like this. Your numbers will be different, but the procedure that you do with them is basically the same. First thing that you want to do is make a cell with the mass of your rocket. So over here, I'm going to pick M for mass. Just type that in. I'm going to put the mass of a hypothetical rocket, so 0.065. It should be a very small decimal like that because we're doing kilograms, and so you have to move the decimal 3 times. So now we're going to take our data, our force data, and convert that into acceleration. So I'm going to make 2 more columns here, a time and force column. The time is going to be exactly the same, so I'm going to click on A and Control C, copy, and then click on D and Control V, paste it. So just paste the A column right over the D column. The force, however, is going to change. So what we're going to do is change this into acceleration. I typed in force there, acceleration. So to get acceleration, we're going to divide the force by our mass, using that equation, force equals mass times acceleration. So what you do is you click on this first cell under acceleration, hit equals, then you click on the force, B2 is the cell, and then we want to divide it by our mass over here, 0.065. I'm going to do a little tricky Excel thing here. Instead of typing in the mass or clicking over here, I'm going to click on or type in $M $2. As you can see now, that highlights M2. But what that will do is when I copy and paste this, it will always go back to M2. It won't look at M3, M4, which don't have anything in them. So I'm going to hit enter. So now I have an acceleration. I'm going to copy and paste this down now. So click on that cell we just created, Control C for copy, and then highlight all the way down and Control V to paste it. Okay, now if you're having trouble highlighting, one easy way to do that is to click on the cell, hold shift, and then hold the down arrow. So if you hold shift and the down arrow, that's easier on a laptop sometime. That will help you highlight everything. So now those are accelerations, but that is not including gravity yet. So now we have to include the acceleration of gravity. So again, we're going to have another set of columns here. So I'm going to copy the time column, and I'm going to have acceleration, my next one. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to put the equal sign for an equation. I'm going to take the first number, so I'm going to click on E2. It's going to take that cell, but I want to subtract off 9.8, the acceleration of gravity. Because when our rocket is going up, gravity is pulling down. So once I do that once, I want to copy and paste that cell down. So Control C, and then just hold shift and go down all the way to the bottom. Then Control V. Now we have the acceleration of our rocket, including our mass. And as you can see, there are some negative values here at the top. So that's where the rocket hasn't actually started going up yet. And what we want to do is we want to delete these because we don't want our math showing the rocket going down first. Because it's resting on the ground, it won't go down first. So we're going to take my time column and acceleration again. And so this first time, I want it to be the first positive acceleration, this one right here. So in mine, it happens to be G6. Yours will be a different one because we have a different numbers. Find the first positive value. But I also don't want my first time to be 6.46 seconds. That doesn't make much sense. I want that to be 0. So I'm going to subtract 6.46, and that will make my first time equal to 0. Again, your number there will be slightly different. Just subtract off whatever you need to make that 0. All right, so now my first time is 0. Now I'm just going to copy that cell, Control C. I'm going to paste it all the way down. It will keep the equations I typed in, so they won't all be zeros. But they are going up by 0.02 seconds. All right, and now I just want my acceleration, so equals, remember my first positive acceleration in my case is now h6. So there is my first positive acceleration. So I just click on that and hit enter. It takes this 1.177, puts it over here. I'm going to copy that down and paste it all the way down, Control V. So now I have positive accelerations, and my time has been moved to start at 0, which will be nice for an equation. And one more thing, scroll down to the bottom. Because we shifted things, there are also some negative and 0 values at the bottom. You want to highlight those and delete those. That will mess up our math. Again, we don't want negative accelerations. Once the engine cuts off, we only want to factor in gravity. So we want to delete these. And there we have it. There we have our acceleration data that we are now going to put into GeoGebra. You'll want to save this file. So save it to your OneDrive where you can find it again later.